Washington is supporting Lithuania in the face of what it called economic coercion by China. The dispute began in 2020 as Lithuania's new government pledged to support what it called freedom fighters in Taiwan and criticised Beijing's human rights record in Hong Kong and Tibet. In November last year, Taiwan officially opened a representative office in the Lithuanian capital, Vilnius.
We are aiming to the strengthening of bilateral relationship comprehensively between Taiwan and Lithuania.
Lithuania said the opening did not affect its policy towards China, but it stoked the fury of Beijing, which counts Taiwan as part of Chinese territory.
From perspective of Beijing, is crossing a line, a real red line on how they approach Taiwan. And this is what led later to Beijing downgrading its embassy in Lithuania.
In December, China effectively blocked Lithuanian imports by delisting it as a country of origin, meaning goods can't clear Chinese customs. Beijing also pressed multinational businesses to sever ties with the country.
And that works not only in some cases for goods that are produced in Lithuania, but also goods that include in their supply chain the components produced in Lithuania.
The European Union accuses China of threatening the EU's single market and has launched a challenge at the World Trade Organization.
We are stepping forward to defend EU's rights. Today we are bringing the case to the WTO.
The WTO challenge will likely take years to resolve. Meanwhile, the dispute is already hitting trade. This shipment of 20,000 bottles of Lithuanian rum was blocked from entering China last month. So instead, Taiwan importers snapped it up. The Taiwanese government has offered a $1 billion credit program and a separate $200 million fund to boost trade with Lithuania. The United States has also stepped in. The US Export-Import Bank signed a $600 million export credit agreement with Lithuania, focused on manufacturing, business services and renewable energy. But it's not just about money.
Symbolic involvement, of course, supports Lithuania by showing that it's not isolated in its moves. At the same time, it also makes it harder to unravel the situation because it once again puts it in the spotlight.
US officials also held talks in Brussels on joint measures to tackle economic coercion. China, meanwhile, accuses Lithuania of betrayal and says it is trying to hijack China-EU relations. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.